Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of greatness to do well, and to the Akim and Akwaf, holding on to the testimony of the Lord HaMashiach Yahushai in sincerity and truth in these last days and times. Yeah, man, this agenda of the elites to bring forth their new economic system to enslave the world. It's just something that the Lord will soon overthrow. Yeah, so all this is just for a brief moment. We have to go through this adversity, all right? And, the scheme and the plan. And they say, who seeth us? So that's what they do. Their goal is to make sure that they push their agenda to further their their rulership. In other words, to further the affliction of our people, the Israelites, all right, the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, all right. So their goal is to make sure that they keep their foot on our neck, and it's only a matter of time that the Lord HaMashiach Yahushai will deliver us from the hands of our enemies, all right. So this agenda from the World Economic Forum to push for a new economic model, a new economic system, a new financial system, all that is just, their plan to further hold us back from being delivered by the Lord HaMashiach Yahushai. All right. So I'm going to read a quick precept from the book of Psalms chapter 2. That's one thing you have to keep in mind every day that our people are going through the struggle. An Israelite child is being born. It's always something else going on that we're not really privy to. So Psalms chapter 2 verse 1 says this: Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together. And this is what the summit is all about, this World Government Summit that Esau's always pushing to entice the rulers of this world to come against the Lord. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh and against his anointed, all right, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. And that's what they are always up to. For every legislation they pass, that's exactly what they have in mind, to further the affliction of our people and to keep themselves in power. Alright, so let me go ahead and play this clip. Alright, this was an intro from months ago concerning the summit they had a couple of days ago, starting on the 29th of this month, and then it ended on the 30th. But the real deal is always going to be held behind closed doors. Just do this to show the world that they got the balls to tell you what's going to happen. All right.
The fourth industrial revolution,
the power of artificial intelligence,
creating the world of tomorrow.
Our aim is to shape the future of government through education, health, technology, sustainability, and environment.
People's creativity, people's dreams, people's energy. This year, right now, this minute, is really the best time in the history of the world to do something.
Collective thinking, collective mind, collective knowledge for humanity.
Yeah, so that's the plan. They always like to push out there, the PR schemes, the PR tactics. They have to push to make sure that they put icing on the dung they're pushing upon the face of the earth. So the Lord Amashaka will soon tear it apart, all right? Because the rulership of these heathens is coming to an end, all right? So this is exactly what the Lord said in Psalms chapter 2, verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Okay? So he is going to make them fall upon their their own sword, all right? And it's going to be beautiful to see the deliverance of our people. That's why we pray that the Lord Amashaki shall have mercy on us in these last days and times, in the times of Jacob's trouble, in times when the world must be judged. All right. So Psalms chapter 94, verses 20 and 21. It tells you this. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? That's not possible. There is no commune between light and darkness. The Lord Yahushua said that. Be ye not unequally yoked, with unbelievers. All right. So it's just going to show you how much desperation these elites have in mind, to come against the word of the Lord. World leaders. They have to sell you. They have to sell you that agenda. So you got Edom, you got Ishmael, you got Moab in there too. Ham is always going to be there. And the so-called sellouts of our own people, joining hands in hand with the elites to come against the word of the Lord. All right? So, 21 says, they gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous. And this is exactly what they are up to. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. All right? So that's tyrannical right there. Okay? That's what they're about all day and all night. All right? That's why we pray that the Lord give us protection. 22 says, but the Lord Yahweh is my defense and my power is the rock of my refuge. And then 23 says this, and he shall bring upon them their own iniquity and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yeah, the Lord Yahweh, our power, we cut them off. All right. So they're really about to come to an end, and they are desperate, to push carnage upon the earth so they could remain in power. All right, that's what they are up to. And these are the same people that will go hide in bunkers when all hell breaks loose. All right. So just to wrap this up, you go to the book of Revelation, chapter 6, and read verse 15 to 17. It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, all right, So it says what on the screen? World Government Summit. All right. So they're here to govern the mind of the world. The rulers of this world want to govern the mind of the people of this world, especially the minds of the Israelites. Okay. That's why our people are always under constant attack. Okay. So you gotta be spiritually minded in these last days. Scripture talks about we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers of darkness in high places. All right. And then it says this, and the kings of the earth. All right, Revelation 6:15, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. All right. So they got their plans already in place. They're not really constructing their bunkers right now. They already did that years and years ago. All right. So they already set. That's why they're pushing this agenda so boldly. Okay. So all these folks that like to go overseas and think they're gonna have a nice vacation and a good time, not knowing what the suckers are planning behind the scene. So the scriptures tell us that. Okay. Then it says, verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Okay, so when you read that, Psalms chapter 2 tells you their conspiracy against the Lord Yahweh that sitteth upon the throne and against his anointed Yahweh Shai. The judgment that they're gonna get is gonna be so brutal. Sometimes you think you could see it, and fathom how much chaos the Lord's gonna bring upon them. It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be, how you say, unbelievable. What the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna do. When you think of Star Wars, that would be a walk in the park. What the Lord Yahweh Shai is coming to do upon the face of the earth, especially against these elites, is gonna be phenomenal, man. Brothers have had visions of it, but hey, when you see it happen, oh my God, man, it's gonna be out of this world. All right. So it says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Yeah, so expect these people, man, always yelling for a new world order, screaming and fighting and propositioning for global reset, to go hide in a hole somewhere, trying to escape and preserve their lives. So it's going to be beautiful, man, to see the wrath of the Lord in these last days upon our enemies. So that's the point there, Akim. It's tough, but we got to go through this, man. We got to go through the eye of the storm, and it's not going to be pretty, but hey, we got our faith set in the Lord Shai, the captain of our salvation, and there's nothing we can fear. We just have to buckle up and ride the storm. Shalom.